Welcome to G.G.E. This is episode 3 and the final episode of Australia. Today we're making Lamingtons. Now this wouldn't be G.G.E. without telling you some facts, so here's some facts about the origins of Lamingtons. Unfortunately, there is no record of the origin, but there are theories and we'll get into them later. For now, let's stick with some facts. First fact is that they were named after Lord Lamington. He was the governor of Queensland from 1896 to 1901. Now for the origin of the cake itself. One theory is that Armand Galland, who was a French chef working for the governor, wanted to make something new with leftover sponge cake, so he decided to dip them in chocolate sauce along with coconut shavings. This was made to quickly feed some unexpected visitors. A second theory suggests that a maid accidentally dropped sponge cake into chocolate sauce, and to manage the mess, she used coconut flakes. The first recorded recipe was found in a 1900 Australian magazine. By the 1950s, as with the meat pies, this became a national dish that people enjoyed at all times. In 2006, Australia identified July 21st as National Lamington Day. This cemented their iconic status in Australia. Today, they're found in bakeries and cafes all throughout Australia and many places in the world. That's a wrap on the history of Lamingtons. A little controversy on the facts, but what is life without controversy? Now back to cooking. Now as the sponge cake is cooling, we're gonna make the icing using some sugar, cocoa powder, butter, and a little bit of hot water. So as with a lot of things in this series, it's gonna be my first time trying it, so just bear with me as I make mistakes. I read the recipe wrong and added too much water. Quickly realized I just needed to reduce the water and add more cocoa powder, and boom. Next, we're gonna add the squares into the chocolate mix, roll them around to fully coat, and after it's coated, add it to the coconut flakes and roll them around until it's fully coated. There are 2 tins with coconut flakes. The one on the top has toasted coconut flakes, and the one on the side has regular coconut flakes. And we'll continue this method until every single square is coated, and that's 15 squares. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the last episode. I'm in Australia. Next, we'll be traveling to some countries in Asia. But let's take some time to reflect on some things I learned about Australia. My main takeaway is that the 1900s was a really important time for Australia. They gained an identity through many things, but especially through food. Dishes like the meat pie, Lamington, and pavlova symbolize unity, uniqueness, and community throughout Australia. Hopefully one day we can go and try these iconic foods in their homeland. For now, let's enjoy these money shots from my home kitchen. This one was made with strawberry jam and cream. And with the leftover chocolate mix, I made a nice hot chocolate. And that was Lamington. And if you enjoyed that video, please like, comment, and subscribe. There's so much more on the way. I hope you're with me throughout this journey. Have a good day.